Good day everyone, I am Lovely Joy Villa Gonzalo, assigned to report the Lesson 5, the National Competency-Based Teacher Standard and Framework, and the Philippine Professional Standard for the Teachers, or PPST. Professional Standards for Teachers. The Philippine government has consistently pursued teachers' quality reform through several initiatives. As a framework of teachers' quality, the National Competency-Based Teacher Standards was institutionalized through CHED Memorandum Order Number 52, Series of 2007, and DepEd Order Number 32, Series of 2009. It emerged as part of the implementation of the Basic Education Sector Reform Agenda, or BESRA, and was facilitated by drawing on the learning consideration of programs such as the Basic Education Assistance for Mindanao, the strengthening implementation of Visayas Education Project, and Third Elementary Education Project. So the question is, why is PPST created where there is an existing NCBTS framework? So, as I've said earlier, that the both framework are for the teacher's quality. So, the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers, teaching involves the reflective and flexible application of the technical knowledge that bring the best in student learning. So, the teacher's knowledge also is complex and problematic and applicable to the variety of learners. So, teaching is facilitating learning, and the qualities of good teaching are defined in terms of the other student to learn or not. The National Competency-Based Teacher Standard teaching also involved consistent application of technical knowledge. Teacher knowledge is technical knowledge applicable to all learners and contexts. And also, teaching is a technical process, and the good qualities of the technical process are well defined. The competency framework for teacher in Southeast Asia, in collaboration with the Thailand's Teacher Education Council, CMEO Secretariat, and the CMEO Regional Center for Educational Innovation and Technology, initiated the Competency Framework for Teachers in Southeast Asia, which was developed in 2017. The purpose was to revitalize teacher education and promote teaching as a profession of first choice by professionalizing teachers' pre-service and in-service development using the Regional Competency Framework. There are four essential competencies for teaching in Southeast Asia. The first one is knowing and understanding what to teach. It is the ability of teachers to deepen and broaden their knowledge, understanding education trends, policies, and curricula, and be updated on local, national, regional, and global development. In knowing and understanding what to teach, you should deepen and broaden your knowledge on what to teach. First one, master your subject content. Second, use research-based knowledge and understand educational trends, policies, and curricula. You should update yourself on educational trend. Study educational policies on how you affect yourself in teaching. And third is understand how to implement the curriculum. And also, you should keep yourself updated on local, national, regional, and global development. You should always check news, changes in educational development. The second type of essential competencies for teaching in Southeast Asia is the helping students to learn. It is the ability to know the student's need, use effective teaching and learning strategies, assess and feedbacking how students learn. In helping students to learn, you should know your student. Identify your student needs and strengths to help them learn better. Understand how your student learn and value what makes your student unique. And use the most effective teaching and learning strategy. You should select appropriate teaching and learning strategy. Design clear and effective lessons to your student to understand. And also create a positive and caring learning space. And also, you should assist and give feedback on how your student learn. Design you should design the assessment process and tools, monitor your student progress and provide appropriate support. And lastly, use result from assessment to improve instruction. The third type of essential competencies for teaching in Southeast Asia is engaging the community. It is the ability to partner with parents and caregivers, involve the students to the community works. In engaging the community, you should partner with parents and caregivers, build a support network, create welcome space, and sustain partnership. You should also involve the community to help your student learn. Engage parents and caregivers about their children. Design learning activities using community conditions, local wisdom, tradition, and knowledge. And also, encourage respect and diversity. Accept what makes people different. Practice inclusion and respect in the classroom. The fourth essential the fourth type of essential competencies for teaching in Southeast Asia is becoming a better teacher every day. This is the ability to know oneself and other, practice human goodness, and then master the teaching practice. In becoming a better teacher every day, you should know yourself and others. Continue to grow by knowing oneself or more. Become more aware and responsible for your emotion and health. Nurture your relationship with care and respect. Second, practice human goodness in your life and in your work. So, be kind and compassionate. Also, inspire your students and colleagues by setting by best example, and also nurture your students' confidence on what they can do and become. Lastly, in becoming a better teacher every day, you should master your teaching practice. Keep alive the passion for teaching. Take responsibility in your own personal and professional growth, and lastly, inspire other teachers by setting best examples. The framework was agreed upon by the Minister of Education of the Southeast Asian countries, including the Philippines. It will be used as a guide to determine teachers' quality across the region. The Philippines Qualifications Framework and its purpose. After the convergence of ASEAN countries, the Philippines adopt national standards and levels for education outcomes, which is the Philippine Qualification Framework or PQF. It has provided by the law, Republic Act 10968 series of 2018. Its purpose is to help individuals move quickly between different education and training sectors and the labor market. The Philippine Qualification Framework aligned the international qualification for full recognition of the value of Philippine qualifications, and it will be used as the basis for accrediting certificates and licenses recognized by the advent of the fourth industrial revolution of the digital age. This country's professional standard of the teachers and the new teacher education national curriculum come as both a timely and necessary bar effectiveness of quality that ensure quality learning performance, achievement, and effectiveness in the world of work. However, the Philippine professional standards for the teachers is a paradigm shift of the old national competency-based teacher standards from the pre-K to 12 national curriculum to a developmental one of K to 12, which is a continuum of teaching practice defined as four career stages, from novice, proficient, highly proficient, to distinguished. The description of standard at different career stages provides a framework for the teacher's development curriculum. There are types of career stages. First is beginning teacher's career stage. It is gain the qualification recognized for entry into the teaching profession. They have a strong understanding of the subjects, areas in which they are trained in terms of content knowledge. They manage learning program and have strategies that promote learning based on the learning needs of their students. And also, they seek advice from experienced colleagues to consolidate their teaching practice. Second is proficient teacher's career stage. It is professionally independent in the application of skills vital to the teaching and learning process. They provide focused teaching programs that meet curriculum and assessment requirements. They display skills in planning, implementing, and managing learning programs. They actively engage in the collaborative learning with the professional community and other stakeholders for mutual growth and advancement. They are reflective practitioners who continually consolidate the knowledge, skills, and practice of career stage first teachers. The third is highly proficient teachers career stage. It is consistently display a high level of performance in their teaching practice. They manifest in an in-depth and sophisticated understanding of the teaching and learning process. They have high education focus, situation cognition, are more adept in problem solving and optimize opportunities gained from experience. This career stage can teacher work collaboratively with colleagues and provide them support and monitoring to enhance their learning and practice. They continually seek to develop their professional knowledge and practice by reflecting on their own needs and those of their colleagues and students. The last career stage is Distinguished Teacher Career Stage. It is embodied the highest standard for teaching grounded in global best practice. They exhibit exceptional capacity to improve their own teaching practice, that of other. They are recognized as a leader in education, contribution to the profession, and initiators of collaborations and partnership.
Good day, everyone. I'm Rinsol J. Labrador, and I will discuss the continuation of domains, strands, indicators for different career stages of Philippine professional standards for teachers.
Career stages. Career stage 1, beginning teachers. Beginning teachers have gained the qualifications recognized for entry into the teaching profession. Second, they have a strong understanding of the subjects or areas in which they are trained in terms of content, knowledge, and pedagogy. They possess requisite knowledge, skills, and values that support the teaching and learning process. Fourth, they manage learning programs and have strategies that promote learning based on the learning needs of their students. Fifth, they seek advice from experienced colleagues to consolidate their teaching practice. Career Stage 2, Proficient Teachers. Proficient teachers are professionally independent in the application of skills vital to the teaching and learning process. Second, they provide focused teaching programs that meet curriculum and assess requirements. Third, they display skills in planning, implementing, and managing learning programs. Fourth, they actively engage in collaborative learning with the professional community and other stakeholders for mutual growth and advancement. Fifth, they are reflective practitioners who continually consolidate the knowledge, skills, and practices of career stage 1 teachers. Career Stage 3, Highly Proficient Teachers. First, highly proficient teachers consistently display a high level of performance in their teaching practice. Second, they manifest an in-depth and sophisticated understanding of the teaching and learning process. Third, they have high education-focused situation cognition and are more adept in problem solving and optimizing opportunities gained from experience. Fourth, they provide support and mentoring to their colleagues in their professional developments as well as work collaboratively with them to enhance the learning and practice potential of their colleagues. Fifth, they continually seek to develop their professional knowledge and practice by reflecting on their own needs and those of their colleagues and students. Career Stage 4, Distinguished Teachers. Distinguished teachers embody the highest standard for teaching grounded in global practices. Second, they exhibit exceptional capacity to improve their own teaching practice and that of others. Third, they are recognized as leaders in education, contributors to the profession, and initiators of collaborations and partnerships. Fourth, they create lifelong impact in the lives of colleagues, students, and others. Fifth, they consistently seek professional advancement and relevance in pursuit of teaching quality and excellence. Sixth, they exhibit commitment to inspire the education community and stakeholders for the improvement of education provision in the Philippines. Career Stage 1, Beginning Teachers. Newly qualified to teach as a professional teachers are the beginning teachers. They have acquired an appropriate degree in education or allied fields and have passed the licensure examinations for professional teachers. They are assumed to have competencies in terms of content, knowledge, and pedagogy, as well as the 21st century skills and values to support teaching and learning. They can manage learning and have strategies that enable learners to enhance learning through their guidance. There are 7 domains and its strands and indicators for the beginning teachers. Domain 1: Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy. Strands and its competency indicators for beginning teachers. 1. Content knowledge and its application within and across curriculum area. It demonstrates content knowledge and its application within and or across curriculum teaching areas. 1.2 Research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. Demonstrate an understanding of research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. 1.3 Positive use of ICT. Shows skills in the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. 1.4 Strategies for promoting literacy and numeracy. Demonstrate knowledge and teaching strategies that promote literacy and numeracy skills. 1.5 Strategies of developing critical and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. Apply teaching strategies that develop critical and creative thinking and other higher order thinking skills. 1.6 Mother tongue, Filipino, and English in teaching and learning. Use of mother tongue, Filipino, and English to facilitate teaching and learning. 1.7 Classroom communication strategies. Demonstrate an understanding of the range and verbal and non-verbal classroom communication strategies that support learners' understanding, participation, engagement, and achievement.
In Domain 1, Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy, in this domain, it encompasses teachers' ability to apply developmentally appropriate and meaningful pedagogy grounded on content, knowledge, and current research.
Domain 2 Learning Environment. 2.1 Learner Safety and Security. Demonstrate knowledge and policies, guidelines, and procedures that provide safe and secure learning environments. 2.2 Fair Learning Environment. Demonstrate understanding of learning environment that promote fairness, respect, and care to encourage learning. 2.3 Management of classroom structure and activities. Demonstrate knowledge of managing classroom structure that engage learners individually or in groups in meaningful exploration, discovery, and hands-on activity with the available physical learning environments. 2.4 Support for learner participation. Demonstrate understanding of supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learner participation. 2.5 Promotion of purposive learning. Demonstrate knowledge of learning environment that motivates learners to work productivity for their own learning. 2.6 Management of learner behavior. Demonstrate knowledge of positive and non-violent discipline in the management of learner behavior.
So, in Domain 2 Learning Environment, this domain centers on creating an environment that is learning focused and in which teachers efficiently manage the learner's behavior in a physical and virtual space.
Domain 3 Diversity of Learners. 3.1 Learners' gender, needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. Demonstrated knowledge and understanding of differentiated teaching to suit the learner's gender, needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. 3.2 Learners' linguistics, cultural, socioeconomics, and religious backgrounds. Implement teaching strategies that are responsive to the learner's linguistic, cultural, and socioeconomic and religious backgrounds. 3.3 Learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. Use strategies responsive to learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. 3.4 Learners in difficult circumstances demonstrate understanding of the special educational needs of learners in difficult circumstances, including geographic isolation, chronic illness, displacement due to armed conflict, urban resettlement or disasters, child abuse, and child labor practices. 3.5 Learners from indigenous groups demonstrate knowledge of teaching strategies that are inclusive of learners from indigenous groups.
In this domain, it emphasizes the central role of teachers in establishing learning environments that are responsive to learning diversity. These domains underscores the importance of teachers' knowledge and understanding. Domain 4 Curriculum and Planning. 4.1 Planning and management of teaching and learning process. Prepare developmentally sequenced teaching and learning process to meet curriculum requirements. 4.2 Learning outcomes aligned with learning competencies. Identify learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies. 4.3 Relevance and responsiveness of learning progress. Demonstrate knowledge in the implementation of relevant and responsive learning programs. 4.4 Professional collaboration to enrich teaching practice. Seek advice concerning strategies that can enrich teaching practice. 4.5 Teaching and learning resources including ICT. Showing skills in the selection, development, and use of variety of teaching and learning outcomes, including ICT, to address learning goals. In Domain 4, it encompasses their ability to translate curriculum content into learning activities that are relevant to learners based on the principles of effective teaching and learning. Domain 5 Assessment and Reporting. 5.1 Design, Selection, Organization, and Utilization of Assessment Strategies. Demonstrate knowledge of the design, selection, organization, and use of diagnostic, formative, and summative assessment strategies consistent with the curriculum requirements. 5.2 Monitoring and evaluation of learner progress and achievement. Demonstrate knowledge of monitoring and evaluation of learner progress and achievement using learner attainment data. 5.3 Feedback to improve learning. Demonstrate knowledge of providing timely, accurate to the constructive feedback to improve learner performance. 5.4 Communication of learner needs, progress, and achievement to key stakeholders. Demonstrate familiarity with a range of strategies for communicating learner needs, progress, and achievement. 5.5 Use of assessment data to enhance teaching and learning practices and programs. Demonstrate an understanding of the role of assessment data as feedback in teaching and learning practices and programs. In Domain 5, it has concerns the use of assessment data in a variety of ways to inform and enhance the teaching and learning process and achievement. Domain 6 Community Linkages and Professional Engagement. 6.1 Establishment of learning environments that are responsive to community context.
demonstrate an understanding of knowledge and learning environments that are responsive to community context. 6.2 Engagement of the parents in the wider school community in the educative process. Seek advice concerning strategies that build relationships with parents or guardians and wider community. 6.3 Professional ethics. Demonstrate awareness of existing laws and regulation that apply to the teaching profession and become familiar with the responsibilities specified in the Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. 6.4 School policies and procedures. Demonstrate knowledge and understanding of school policies and procedures to foster harmonious relationship with the wider school community.
6. Community linkage and professional engagement. Affirms the role of teachers in establishing school community partnerships aimed at enriching the learning environment as well as the community's engagement in the educative process.
Domain 7 Professional Growth and Professional Development. 7.1 Philosophy of Teaching. Articulate a person philosophy of teaching that is learner-centered. 7.2 Dignity of teaching as a profession. Demonstrate behaviors that uphold the dignity of teaching profession by exhibiting qualities such as caring attitude, respect, and integrity. 7.3 Professional links and with colleagues. Seek opportunities to establish professional links with colleagues. 7.4 Professional reflection and learning to improve practice. Demonstrate an understanding of how professional reflection and learning can be used to improve practice. 7.5 Professional development goals. Demonstrate motivation to realize professional development goals based on the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers.
Domain 7 focuses on teachers' personal growth and professional development, and it recognizes the importance of teachers assuming responsibility for personal growth and professional development for lifelong learning.
So, what are quality teachers and teaching quality described? In the context of the current interest in measuring teacher effectiveness, it is important to distinguish between teacher quality and teaching quality. Teacher quality might be thought of as a bundle of personal traits, skills, and understanding an individual brings to teaching, including disposition to behave in certain ways, while teaching quality refers to strong instruction that enables a wide range of students to learn. It is a function of teacher quality, teachers' knowledge, skills, and dispositions, but is also strongly influenced by the context of instruction. Quality teachers possess the following dimensions: global awareness, financial, economic, business, and entrepreneurial literacy, health literacy, civic literacy. Quality teachers are competent teachers. Teachers with global competence are able to demonstrate knowledge, skills, values, and dispositions. Understand one's own culture identity and its influence on personal disposition and classroom practices. Know and integrate global dimensions in the subject one teaches. Engage students' learning. Use real-life local and global examples. Value the inputs and culturally and linguistically diverse learners. Create environment that encourage positive cross-cultural interactions. Model social responsibilities in local and global contexts, and help learners find appropriate action to improve local and global conditions.
So there are four core elements of quality teacher standards. These are planning and preparation, classroom environment, instruction, professional responsibilities. So, what is planning and preparation? Including knowledge of content and pedagogy, knowledge of the students, coherent instructional plans, and knowledge on how to assess students' learning. So, it is important to have a plan and preparation for us to enable to be prepared and ready for teaching the students to have a quality education. Second, classroom environment, including creating of a culture for learning and managing student behavior. Third, instruction, including communicating effectively, using appropriate discussion techniques, engaging students, and providing responsive feedback to learners. And fourth, professional responsibility, including reflecting on teaching, communicating with families, contributing to the school and community, and developing professionally. Teacher Quality 2013.
And that could be all. Thank you.